Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're listening. Welcome to another episode of Podcast Pundit. It's Dre back in the hot seat. I'll be your host for today. Avid Man United fan, not really focusing on anything but transfers at the moment, but and one eye on the Euros coming up. But yeah, we're back all together. All the boys are back in the room. No one's away. So let's quickly go around the room and introduce everyone. Marley Mar.
Marley Mar here. Nothing new to report this week. I'm just airing it. FA Cup winner, champion still. That's all I really got to say, really. Nothing what's going on, boys. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, good. And Joey, you back from your holidays?
Yes, I'm back. I'm sure everybody here is happy to see me. I don't know, they missed me last 2 weeks and that, but yeah, I'm happy to be back as well. And I'm making up the other half of the winners who have silverware this season, innit? Over to you, Strives.
Yo, yeah, man. I appreciate that intro, man. Yeah. So obviously, there's not another half, but I'm making up the what is it? I'm making up the 25%. 25%. So I'm making up the other quarter. Yeah, the other quarter of the silverware holders in England. Obviously, Charity Shield, English Super Cup. Come on. So yeah. I'm just out here, just
It's not a cup though. It's a shield still.
Is it silverware?
It's a plate, mate.
Is it
I don't even know if it is. If you scratch it, it might even be clay underneath for if you scratch it.
Listen, I don't know what it is, and I don't want you guys to make me take this road or this path in it. But I just want to know if it's silverware. So obviously, I like the way that you introduced me, but I just wanted to clear up their fractions. It wasn't the other half.
It's actually a third, to be fair.
No, because obviously we got a fake Man City fan in here as well, innit? So let's, you know what I mean?
Sugar. So what, you moving it on to Della Strada?
Yeah, moving it on to Della Strada. Oh yeah, hold on 1 second. What else I was going to say? No, so yeah, let's go on. So...
Wait, what?
No.
He's rattled, bro. This guy's sweating already, bro.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Della.
Yo, Della Strada, the man of many clubs.
Man of many clubs.
Ain't nothing new. I'm just the man of the people.
Should...
You know what will be interesting? Obviously, when it comes to Man City playing United, let's say United won, would you guys care about the Charity Shield?
I don't think
Man United? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you wouldn't? Oh,
No.
just like you never cared about it.
Bro, what is going on? Nobody has
Nobody
ever...
cares about that.
How are you comparing
Hang
the
on.
Carabao Cup to the Charity Shield? What's going on
It's
here?
mad, bro. It's mad.
No, pause.
I had a debate with Della as well, bro.
Listen
Yeah,
to
man.
Miles, you said, why would you care about the Community Shield?
Yeah.
Why did you care about the Carabao Cup when you never used to care about it?
Because it's
What are
domestic
you
cup.
talking about?
No, I'm speaking to Miles.
Oh, sorry.
Did you used to care about the Carabao Cup?
I used to care about the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
I care about any trophy we've
That's
ever
a
won.
lie. That's a god. No.
Bruv, any cup we've ever won, I celebrated
You
it.
cared about the Carabao Cup.
What happened? When was in Sevilla, bruv? I cared about that, bruv. What are you talking about? When we
What
won it,
happened in
bruv,
Seville?
we won the Carabao Cup, isn't it? What are you talking about?
Sevilla.
Even the Carabao Cup.
They were together in Sevilla while Man United were playing in the Carabao.
Oh.
It's stacked, isn't it? Isn't
No,
it?
but I'm talking about this is now.
The point he's
Before you never
making.
cared about it.
Ask me, bro.
Now the
Bro.
point he's making because Marley Mar likes to play silly buggers, isn't it? The point he's making.
Hold on.
Because you're trash. Because you were trash, you cared about the Carabao before. You never cared about that.
Bro,
You didn't care about
I
that.
care about every single trophy Man United win, bruv, because it's
Yes,
what it's a
So for you, it's all about the trophies.
Hearsay.
Bruv. And
Hearsay.
Charlie,
Why did you sack Mourinho?
What?
Why did you sack Jose Mourinho if it's all about the trophies?
Because it was falling out with everyone, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
they did.
Mourinho is the winner that gives you trophies. So you
Not in the season that he left. when he left, he was falling out with everyone, bro.
Yeah.
And that's when things were going peak
He
on.
was happy for him to go, right?
Yeah, but because
It wasn't going well for him.
What I'm
lost
trying to
everyone.
say,
When-
you
when-
guys
what's
are
the nothing to
liars
do with
that
this
it's all about
wait,
trophies.
when he won the Europa League, and what else did he win? Derry, was it the Carling Cup? Well,
Carling Cup. Yeah,
when he won his 2 trophies, bro, I was happy, bro. I was content that season, bro. Are you gonna say I wasn't?
No, I'm just trying to say, for you, it's all about the trophies.
bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
No
hang on.
No one ever talks about the Community Shield. Though,
Nobody
Yeah,
talk about
exactly.
we've won that many times, bro.
No, the point I was trying to
Celebrate
make,
that.
you guys, well, the point I was trying to make here is that you don't care until it's you.
Thank
No,
you.
in fact,
Thank you.
because
sorry, Jules.
they
I've got.
won the Charity Shield not too long ago against Man City. You lot never heard me say nothing.
And also,
Never heard me say a damn thing.
Like when Jose and Ibrahimovic were bigging up, they were adding the Charity Shield to their honors, and I was like, at that time, I was like, why are they doing that, bro? That's not a real trophy. Like I said it at the time, bro. Charity Shield is Charity Shield, bro. We won it bare times, bro. Who cares, man?
Yeah, but the Charity Shield is like our equivalent of the Super Cup, and you man would take the if.
No, what do you mean Euro equivalent?
You man will take
it's not, bro.
Is it
It's
England?
not,
yeah.
It's
Do you know what the Super Cup is?
The Super Cup happens during the season, bro.
Yeah.
Charity Shield is like a pre-season. It's like
Okay,
if they had it in there.
Okay, but how do you decide who competes for the Super Cup in Germany, Italy, or Spain?
I understand your.
No, can we just answer it, please?
No,
I understand you. I understand. It's exactly the same.
I know you understand the logic, but the listeners that may not understand the logic, can we just explain how we
the winners of the league and the domestic their version of the FA Cup they get in the Super Cup. But the difference is that theirs is in like during the season when the players they're not on holiday. They haven't just come back from my BFA.
But we're not on holiday no more. Ours is a curtain raiser for the season. Like it's literally the week before. It's literally the week before.
Besides this point, are we trying to say that the first game of the season for everyone is irrelevant because that's the first game?
No. What are you doing?
Why is the Charity Shield irrelevant?
What are you doing here, bro? Every country.
No, but how do you say it's a pre-season game?
Wait, hang on. Every
game, bro.
No, but
every country starts their league, their season first, league first before anything else.
No, I
every
get that.
country, apart from our country. Have you ever wondered why, bro? Because nobody cares about it.
No.
Like Striva said, it's a curtain raiser. That's it.
Exactly.
Appetizer.
All I'm trying
Is it
to say,
okay?
yeah.
But is it silverware? Yes or no? Is it silverware?
It's made from silver.
Do you know what I mean, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
You
what I mean?
go round in circles. The answer
but
Della,
Della,
to the question, it's silverware.
No, of
The
course,
answer to the question,
but so is the Emirates Cup. So is the Emirates Cup, bro. So is the Emirates Cup.
No. This is recognized silverware.
No. By who? By Arsenal fans. Because I've only ever heard Arsenal fans talk about it.
The only reason why we're having to talk about it is because you deplorable bottlers keep on talking about.
Did you hear us talk about it? Did you ever hear us talk about when we won the Charity Shield?
I can't even remember when you.
You remember, bro.
You're lying, bro.
I can't remember when they won it.
A liar, bro.
2 seasons ago, bro. I'm telling you, I never said a thing because it's the Charity Shield, bro.
Well, you should.
I would like for you to show the same respect.
I would prefer. No, I would prefer if you said something more about that rather than talk about this dead Carabao Cup, bro. The only thing you
would. I don't think you would, bro. You play the same amount of games in the Carabao Cup as you play in the FA Cup, pretty much, bro. Maybe 1 or 2 games less. What do you even, bro? You didn't even win the FA Cup.
No one cares about the League Cup. No one cares about the League Cup. No one cares about the League Cup, though. No one cares about that. You don't care about it. I don't care about it.
I cared about it. I celebrated it.
No, we won. What do you think? We ain't won that.
When you win in the 70s or something.
I don't know when we won it, but
you know what?
So strive.
But all I'm saying is we used to send our youngers. That cup. That's like when you send your youngers punch.
But you haven't won it enough times to speak up, bro.
We send
People
your
don't even know you out there, bro. You send people punch and they don't even know who you are, bro. What's happening?
We're sending random to
your
the
youngers are bigger than you, bro.
Man, we're telling the youngers, go and deal with that. Go and deal with that. You man,
and they never dealt with it. But they never dealt with it, bro.
Bam,
they never dealt with it.
Yeah, because we don't
care. You have to let go of that card. You have to let go of that line, bro, because they never dealt with it.
So anyway, let's just put more focus on it. So the season coming up, obviously Arsenal are not in contention for Community Shield now. So the other 3 cups are going to be your main goal. Is that correct, Stripes?
That's always I don't know why that's funny. That's always our main goal. Obviously, the major cup that everyone's competing for, we came closest to getting it, and we just fell a little bit short. I don't know why you lot are laughing. This guy over here doing all this, going to Tokyo and ducking the fade, bro. You put the I was gonna swear, because this guy. Oh, how dare no one here can talk about their season as any more than I can talk about my season, because we've had a great season. You've had a more successful season. I'll give you that, because your trophies probably are ranked with a little bit more honor. I'll give you that, especially Manchester United. Liverpool, I'm not. Come on, man. Like the thing with Liverpool's trophy, what I like about it is that your youngers won it for you. Chelsea are disgusting for that. That's the kind of win that I would get behind, because that's what Wenger used to do. Send our youngers country and come back with a trophy. But
Wenger's not here no more, bro. And
but I'm just saying
Liverpool won it.
I'm just saying the deal.
Arteta does care, because the last time he got to the semis or quarters, he tried.
Of course he cares.
Hang on, let me finish though, because Striva's trying to act like they don't care about it and they're saying their youngers are.
Now I'm telling you, me as an Arsenal fan, it's in my DNA.
You want to win something.
No. as an Arsenal fan, I'm conditioned to not care about that. You've seen the way Wenger treated that cup.
Mm.
So when you're now talking about this Carabao Cup, I'm like, ultimately, it's a higher quality fixture when you're playing in the Super Cup, aka the Community Shield. So what's in my opinion, I'm thinking I would rush to watch a Community Shield fixture before I'd go to watch Wigan versus Birmingham in the fucking EFL Cup final, bro.
But you enjoyed Liverpool versus Chelsea.
Let me set the record straight. I think no one is wrong in what they're saying. I just think there just needs to be a level of consistency. Trophy is trophy. Back in the days, no one cared about Carabao Cup as much. And I've been for this in the group. United didn't care for it. United didn't care for the FA Cup. That's what United were at. All they cared for was the league and probably Champions League.
Yeah.
Ferguson even took his team to go and play in some. I can't remember what cup it was, but he took United out of the FA Cup. Ultimately, a trophy. No, it was FA Cup. Ferguson didn't care about the FA Cup. So that's what I'm saying. So
I think that was when he had beef with him. I think that's when he had beef with him.
Whatever it was, he took his team out of it, yeah? So ultimately, what I'm trying to say is it's like, he didn't care for it that much, and that's where United were at. So if he didn't care about the FA Cup, he definitely didn't care about the EFL Cup. But because things have changed, the goalposts have changed, United are where they are. That's why they care about the Carabao Cup now. But United of old didn't care about it. But ultimately, for me, trophy is trophy. So I don't think people should be shitting on FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Community Shield, or whatever, because it's
Emirates Cup. You're throwing that in there as well, then?
Audi Cup. But so is
no, it's not. Why is it pre-season? Why?
But the league hasn't started yet, brother.
League is an opener for every country in the world, bro. Because
England is the only team that does think differently. That means the cup is irrelevant.
No, Charity Shield is
England are showing you the importance of the cup by putting up pre-season.
They do as
that it's not important.
We're not only
the curtain opener. So
that's why they're showing you. No important cup should be
there's so many cup
opener to the season.
No one's saying it's the most important cup, but it's
the least. I'm telling you, it's the least important one.
Okay, but can I say the same thing you just said? It's not the most important. Okay, it's the least important. But it's
no, because you tried to say that Carabao Cup and Charity Shield is level.
There's an argument.
What are you talking about? I said what?
You said Charity Shield and thing is the same.
No. I said all cups might be different, but at the end of the day, trophy is a trophy. So
Della. I know what Joey's trying to say, but no, Della never said that. Della said
I've got a screenshot.
I get a screenshot.
Della said
what?
Yeah, he's talking about. But you know what? I've had many arguments with this deplorable guy.
No.
Okay.
When he sent that thing in the group.
Don't worry about
that one. I thought was I explained myself. I didn't realize. I thought it was Europa League. That's why I said it's above the FA Cup or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So basically, if
EFL, right? Or you said EL. So I thought.
Okay, but my point is that Carabao Cup is above FA Cup Charity Shield.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Joey.
But it's not because it's the point that you made is pre-season. That's what I'm saying. So that's why it doesn't count.
All right, Joey. You see how we've put our Super Cup to the beginning of the season, and we've called it the Community Shield, and now you're saying that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because of that. So you see, like where like Germany, Spain, and Italy, I think they've abolished. I think they've abolished their League Cups. They don't even have a League Cup no more. So
that's not true.
I think they don't. I don't think there's a League Cup. I don't think there's a League Cup in Germany no more. It's just a DFB or Pokal or something like that.
Yeah.
So based on that, does that mean that we should follow their lead and say that the League Cup doesn't matter?
No, just get rid of the Community Shield, bro.
So
no, but you're not answering his question.
Because you're comparing.
Yeah, I don't agree.
You're comparing what other countries do. So he's saying based on what other countries have done, should England get rid of the Carabao Cup? Because other countries don't care for it. So why do we care about it? If there was that, just because another country doesn't mean we have to do it.
No, so I'm saying if they were to do that and then they were to replace the Carabao Cup with and then put the Charity Shield inside the season, then maybe people will start taking it more importantly.
Right. Anyway,
I can't disagree.
But let me just say this though, in terms of obviously talking about cup. So where would we put it for the Europa Conference League Cup and the Community Shield? What level is that then?
It's definitely above Carabao, I think.
As if we're doing all the honours like club.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. It needs to go in honour like of importance.
Champions League, Europa, first one. FA Cup,
Europa Conference,
Carabao,
and then Charity Shield.
And then Charity Shield wouldn't be included. And then Emirates Cup.
Then Community Shield. You know what? Jeezy. Like,
It's a
honestly,
Toto Cup.
I just want to. Is this what we're doing? Yeah.
That was sort of cup to be won.
Can't win us cup. Can't win us cup.
Okay, that was sort of cup to
And
be
the
won,
biggest
right?
Emirates Cup
So, yeah,
probably be more coveted, bro, because you have to play a few games to win that trophy, innit? You get me?
You actually have to win something because
That's what
remember,
I'm
Arsenal
saying.
didn't win anything and they were still
Charity
playing.
Shield, you can get in there by
It's two
by
different
pity,
things
bro.
there.
By default.
Why is it two different? Why
No,
do
the Jerry's point that Arsenal didn't win anything, and that's a fair point. Like they shouldn't really have been there. But it wasn't as if they won the FA Cup and they warranted the right. But ultimately, we're talking about the Community Shield, and the Community Shield is still.
No, 100%.
But this is when we was trying to. This is when I was trying to express to the Man United fans last season how irrelevant their cup win was because it didn't even earn them a place in the English Super Cup fixture. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, look, we move in it. At the end of the day,
Bro, what is the English Super Cup fixture? I don't know what you're talking about.
Here's what the English Super Cup fixture is, otherwise known as the Community Shield. But look, here's how we're gonna move on. Here's how we're gonna move on because I don't know why they're done this. Yeah, if Arsenal finished our season after playing 35 games, we still would have finished above you, Liverpool, and Arsenal could have finished playing after 27 games, and United still would have finished above us. Yeah. So look, let's just have some.
How did the parade for that trophy go, bro? How did the parade for that trophy go, bro?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, how did parade? Wow. Did you have a parade for the Carabao?
I've been second by the 35th game. How did that trophy go, bro?
Did you have a trophy? Did you have a parade for your Carabao Cup?
Yeah, for my Carabao Cup, bro.
You didn't have a parade for it. You didn't even bother. Did you have
Carabao Cup?
Okay, but did you have a parade? It's not worth it.
No, you just said cup. So that's what matters.
Answer the question. He said, "Did you have a parade?"
No, but I'm saying the thing is that there is no trophy for what he said. But he just said the Carabao Cup, so I'm not even going to compare the two, bro, because one's a cup and one is just a number, I guess. 35 games.
You asked him, did he have a Community Shield parade? And he said, did you have a Carabao Cup?
No, I didn't say Community Shield parade. I said a parade for being the best team and coming second. There was no trophy for that, bro. So you can't ask me if we had a parade for an actual cup. What's going on?
I didn't talk about. I didn't talk about freaking coming second being a trophy.
You said some stuff that all you got was coming. I'm talking
to a Liverpool fan.
So Strive.
He was leading.
Bro, well done, mate.
It was leading. Yeah.
Strive. Why the logo so big on your kit?
Yeah, this is. Oh yeah, guys. Yeah, this is the new Arsenal kit. You know what I'm saying?
Zoom out, bro. You're on the screen, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
So the Adidas logo is their biggest thing on his extra small shirt. Is that what we're saying?
Oh, like, come on, man. Let's not do that. If you want to go gym with me, just say so, bro.
Hey, let's do it for you, man.
Oh, good.
Trent just scored a decent goal, you know. Obviously, I know it's.
Obviously, he tried to cross that, bro.
You reckon he tried to cross that?
Definitely tried to cross that bum.
Oh, what? And it went in?
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Why is it
I was gonna say Strives and Della, like, obviously before we move on. So obviously next year, let's just say Arteta ends up like with another great run but doesn't win anything. What's the verdict? This is just hypothetical.
Another game when he doesn't win anything, it goes again. Let me ask you a question. If Ten Hag does exactly the same thing and he wins the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, are you happy for him to stay?
Get out of here.
No, okay, so there we go then. We want to do for your questions. So that means Arsenal are still happy to have the same manager to go again and compete for the league. Whereas you guys were not happy for your manager
so you got higher standards,
and do exactly what you've done and win the Carabao Cup or even the FA Cup.
Julius just said it, bro. Yeah. Our standards are different to yours, bro. Clearly, bro. We care about trophies.
Yeah, you don't like about
trophies. You sacked Mourinho.
No.
He didn't win anything. 1 year, he didn't win anything.
Yeah,
no, that's not why he got sacked, man.
The point,
and you put it on,
and he called Shaw fatty, bro.
You know what?
Everybody was upset, man.
Della Strada's point is going straight over all of your head. Basically, what he's trying to tell you that all your managers care about competing for the league. And when your manager isn't competing for the league, they're getting sacked. So clearly can't just be about domestic trophies, throwaway trophies.
Well, Jurgen Klopp didn't get sacked. What's going on here, bro? Like he competed, came twice, 3 times or whatever. He didn't get sacked.
And then what did you get for it? You ended up with some Champions League. You ended up with a Premier League.
Won every single trophy.
Exactly. So he got rewarded.
Yeah.
So Della Strada's point again, he's saying he's going to stick with Mikel Arteta, and the goal is eventually you win everything. It's clear.
No, but wait, if he doesn't. But I'm saying if he doesn't start winning soon, because Klopp won with him.
It wasn't about soon. It was next year. He
won the Premier League within, like he said on his first day, I'm going to win it within 4 years. He did that.
Yeah, no, but the question was if
what's your boy done? Because he said something. Strav, what did he said something when he came. He tried to be a sound, like he was probably moving like a proper sound boy. He said, "I'm going to do something within a certain amount of time." I don't think he did it
in 5 years.
So I think he should be gone technically, but obviously you load your standards.
If he
used to have high standards, you used to say that Arteta's got to go, but now I think he did something maybe before he got to
if Arteta has another 4 years of finishing second, bruv, he's gone, bruv. He has to be gone, bruv.
Because
no trophies, bruv. No trophies.
Of course, we've got to raise the standard, and when I say raise the standard, we've got to now start winning. Arteta's aware that any clickbait or any clip that you see of him, any audio soundbite, anything that Arteta is talking, referring to his tenure at Arsenal, he's very aware he has to win now. Like, even the contracts of our players, our better players, what have you, we haven't got that much longer with them before we're going to have all these like piranhas sniffing around for them. We do have to start winning trophies. That goes without saying. But I mean, to try and diminish what he's doing it's kind of unfair. It's a little bit unfair because we're taking a piss. We're taking a piss. Yeah, and I appreciate that. So I'm not even going to go into my rant then. So
but obviously, you technically you have kind of lowered your standards.
Not really, because
how oh my god, let me say it.
You have, because before he done all right this season, you kind of said if he doesn't win anything, or you had kind of like strict parameters for when you would want Xabi Alonso, if he had the season that yet he turned out to have, to replace him. But then obviously you saw some stuff that galvanized your confidence in him. I think you did see some stuff, and maybe you did it for the right reason, but you have technically lowered your standards, because I think technically he could have been out this season. Based on Strive's original standards.
No, but okay. Right. So
is he wrong, or do you?
No, I'm not saying he's wrong. I've never said that. I'm just having a conversation with him about it.
Yeah, like, so I mean, I can understand why you're saying lower your standards. Now, if I wanted to be cheap, I can say he won something by way of the Community Shield that we just argued about. But but
you wouldn't do that.
No,
cheat code. I'm not going to do that. Top right left button.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually answer the question honestly, and it's a case of, like, now I'm looking at an Arsenal team and a gaffer that is no longer getting into positions of, you might say, fortune, or positions that you might not have expected to be. I'm actually seeing them realize their potential and still challenging and still pushing. And we're not even in a position where it's like, oh, wow, like you're bottling it. We're actually in a position where it was such a competitive league. Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal, that literally, like, we're just swapping places at the top of the league, And then when it came to crunch time, the only slip up that we did was Aston Villa. In 2024, we were near perfect. Like, so I said to myself, if losing to Villa and drawing against Man City, but winning every other game means we don't win the league, then fair play. I'll shake your hand, Man City. You get what I'm saying? I can't say Mikel Arteta get out of there because of that. That's phenomenal for Man City. I got to, but at the same time, I don't mean I won't give Manchester United their flowers for actually getting a successful season by way of getting a trophy, because at the end of the day, bro, it's about these trophies. I hear it. Liverpool, we've seen it with Liverpool. Like, Liverpool, let's have it right. Like, some of your trophy honours, they've got second divisions in there. You've got loads of EFL Cups in there. But at the end,
hang on.
Wait. I'm not sending. I'm just saying, when we're talking.
I'm just
saying when we're talking about you lot being the most successful team in England, we sometimes forget the context and what the trophies are.
What do you mean second division? We just call it second division. You just said second division, bro. What's that?
Yeah, like, so basically, like, you see, like Arsenal, we've never dropped below the first division of the Premier League. So we've always competed at a higher standard, and so when we've won it, it's been high standard.
I can't think about 10.
Joey, that's a low blow. You know, in boxing,
it's not about it's not a low blow. All I'm trying to say is, in enough time, you see how Joey's saying that happened in 1066. So in enough time, someone's going to say, oh, that happened, blah, blah, blah. But we're still going to count the fact that you won a Carabao and MJ won the FA Cup. So it's about trophies. I hear it. And one day we're going to count the Charity Shield. Like, it's all going to happen, isn't it? But
Joey, can I ask you a question? How many Prems have Liverpool won?
I don't know, bro.
No, that's a genuine question.
One Premier League, one Premier League.
Okay, because I didn't understand when Bod said Real Madrid have won more.
First divisions.
He said what? No, he said Real Madrid have now won more Champions League than Arsenal. And I was like, but Arsenal.
I think he's saying in terms of Prem, innit? I think
Liverpool won the Prem once.
but
because they've won the first division.
No, but that's what I'm saying. To Daniel's point, like we're not talking about the first division, we're talking about the Prem. So that's why I didn't, and you see,
but hang on, do you not consider when you're counting trophies? Do you not consider
there's trophies?
Premier League?
No, but there's trophies, and then there's a Premier League.
No, wait, hang on. What does that mean? Because before Premier League existed, there's Division 1. There's Division 1 trophies, yeah?
So that's the top league though, isn't it?
No, it's irrelevant of whether it's the top league or not. It was called Division 1. It wasn't called the Prem.
No, but so then that means we can't count Champions League then, because it wasn't always called Champions League.
No, but he's just basically saying Bods was throwing a cheap shot. That cheap shot was to Liverpool as well though. Because
no, it is because obviously
that's a valid point.
Your point doesn't make sense.
But then you can't call it the Prem. Liverpool have only won.
No, because you're just branding. You're only talking about.
I don't care what it's called. It's whether it's branding or not. It's
okay, so if you don't care, I can't have this conversation.
Yeah, no, because under that metric, Real Madrid haven't got 14 Champions Leagues, bro. They've got Real Madrid haven't got 14.
Yeah, because
it wasn't always called Champions League, bro.
Okay, so how many have they won? Let's just.
They've won 14.
I'm going to say
League as we know it.
I thought it was 15. I thought it was 15.
14 have we as we know it.
No, I think 15 is next, right?
Oh
no, it's 15. Yeah, 15.
It's 15, bro.
As we know it.
No, not as we know it.
Not as we know it.
Champions League.
No, European Cup.
Yeah, it's 15. That's how much it was.
Bro, you can't just say it just because they changed the branding or the name of the league one season. Everything before that doesn't count as
I'm not saying it doesn't count.
Major. It's still major domestic.
Whether it's major or less, I'm not saying that, yeah. But if someone says to you haven't won that much Prem, what are you going to say? I've won five first divisions.
Yeah, but we don't need to say that because it's the equivalent of a Premier League.
Yeah, you've been pedantic here.
No, that's not being pedantic.
That means you can't say that.
How many Prems have you won? You've won one. That's not being pedantic, right?
Okay, we've won the top tier X amount of times.
But my question is, how many Prems have you won? Miles, how many Prems have Man United won?
I don't know.
But exactly, I'm not saying how many first divisions have you won.
But you know what? Yeah, what I was saying.
But you know what? It's the same. I've never heard that argument ever. I've never heard that argument.
Yeah. I was gonna say what I will say in Bod's defense, where he's not here, even if he was being a dickhead. I think what he meant is Prem first divisions combined. We've only won, like as in Arsenal, we won 13. So with Real Madrid having won, was that their 14th Champions League?
15th, I think it's
15th.
So he.
Bodden didn't say Premier, by the way. He said
what did
league title. He said league
title.
Yeah.
League title, yeah. So I think he was just basically trolling to say that they've won more European.
The league titles are different, bro.
No, but it's the same thing.
League titles and Premier League are different.
Then what we're saying before the 1992, nothing existed.
I'm not saying I'm not saying it. But
I'm saying it. No, if you're counting Premier League, do you only count?
No, if someone says to me how many league titles have you won, yeah, you can put everything together. If someone says how many Prem have you won, you don't say I've won 5 league titles and 1 Prem.
Okay, so you're not willing to accept it Premier League as an umbrella title for league title. You're not willing to accept that?
No, because it's the Prem. It's the Prem and it's the company.
I've never heard.
How can you say that's being pedantic? Because how many Prems have you won? It's like I've won 1. I didn't say if I say how many league titles have you won, you can say I've won 2 Prems and 1 Division 1.
I don't know how many.
You know what? You know the easiest way to kind of even move on from this, like even if we just call it Champions League and Prems, like Real Madrid still won more than Arsenal, man. So. But it was, Bod's is a dickhead. Let's just move on.
We all agree on that one.
Yeah, obviously, as well as I was going to say, as we're on the note of Champions League, the final happened on Saturday. Dortmund 0, Madrid 2. It's interesting to even say that it was a game of 2 halves. I just thought there was only one team that kind of showed up, but then I felt like another team won the trophy. So
pedigree, man.
Yeah, if I put
pedigree and heritage.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I put it even to you, Strives, obviously we've talked about that Real Madrid have won it 15 times now. Does that just go to show you can have a bad game, but it don't matter because they're still going to win in the final?
Yeah, it's their cup. Like it's just their cup. Like I know you kind of say it as in like tongue in cheek, but it just goes to show, man. It's just like they just know how to win it. It's embedded in their DNA, and I don't know, like if you're superstitious or not superstitious. There's no science to it. Basically, I don't know how to express it other than, bro, it's just heritage. It's just in their veins. It's in their blood. Like that cup is almost like I swear they've sacked managers because they've won the league but haven't competed well in that cup. You get what I mean? So yeah, for me, it has to it's just down to heritage. They just know how to get across that line because Dortmund, they were pressing the issue, bro. They came very
they
close.
were.
They came very close, man. They could have, they had a good couple of chances. I swear that young guy at the Yemi, he's, our Nige guy. I don't know what country he's going to be representing, but he probably should have scored.
Germany still.
Is it Germany? Yeah. What's it? Brandt. He could have scored. The next guy hit the post. I forgot who it was. Yeah. So
that's it.
Yeah, man. They were really pressing the issue. They even had an offside goal, at the
end.
At the end. So, like you said, like they were arguably the better team. But when it comes down to it, who's going to keep your nerve? Who's keeping their nerve? Who's got the better team talk in the end? When you're talking about Don Carlos, he's been here, he's seen it all before. You know what I'm saying? It's heritage, bro. That's all I can put it down to because they didn't play well whatsoever. And obviously, I think we was recording, but I don't know if it's going to make it to the episode. Della, I made a comment of, I made a point of noting that Jude Bellingham got the assist for the second goal.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, man, he played rubbish though. Like, that's why I hate stats sometimes. But
yeah, I didn't say he played rubbish. I didn't say
yeah, okay.
That's you didn't say because by you just saying, he got on the assist, you're like, he had a good game, but he didn't.
Okay, cool. He didn't have a good game then. Sorry to misquote you. But again, it's just heritage, man. Just being in the right place at the right time, knowing what to do with the ball, knowing how to punish your people's heritage, man. Big, well done to Real Madrid, man. I think it's over now, man, because now they're signing Mbappe, they're getting that Endrick they're going Super Saiyan mode, man.
They are.
They're just gonna keep doing it, man.
Do we think the game would have been? I was gonna say, do we think the game would have been different if Dortmund scored, or would Real Madrid just found a way back into it?
Yeah, man.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they would have found their way back into it. How good is Courtois, bro? It's funny to say that obviously they've obviously won their league and obviously Champions League, but bro, he is so good, bro. Like, was he the man in the match in the final against Liverpool as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
nice guy, man.
Very, very good. Very, very good keeper. But yeah, I think if Dortmund was to score in that game early on, Real Madrid would have found a way to come back in that game. Absolutely. Because it was like they were playing in like second, third gear time kind of thing. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was a weird final in their sense because it's like you got the sense of like they're so used to being in that tie that they just seem unbothered. Like it's odd. But yeah, man, credit to Carlo, man, Don Carlo.
Did this thing. What we saying about Sancho, Mollimore?
Yeah, well, I mean, what I said is during the game is that I've seen that Sancho performance like a few times in Man United kit. Obviously, like he's had a couple of legs in the Champions League final where he's looked decent, and similarly, he's had games in Man United kit in the Man United kit where he's looked very, very good, and then you'll have like 3 or 4 games where he's just like missing. So for me, I wanted Real Madrid to win it, but I was also disappointed that Sancho didn't have a good game in that because obviously that's just going to affect his price, isn't it? Like as a Man United fan, I'm just looking at how much we can potentially get from him because he doesn't seem like he's got a future at Man United. Should Ten Hag stay? So you kind of just want to get the best.
Yeah, because he put something up on I don't know whether it was Twitter or Insta saying, but thanking all the fans and all of this. So it's almost like I feel like he's heading back to United, but I don't really know.
Who was he thanking? Man United fans or Dortmund?
No, Dortmund fans.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure what the outcome of this is going to be, whether United just keep him or... Because I think if Ten Hag stays, there's no way we can keep him.
Yeah. I don't see how that relationship repairs itself because, it's a bit far gone at this point. Yeah, man, that's one of them things. Is for both parties, it's probably just best he just goes. Similar to Greenwood as well. Like that's a situation where it'll be great if he could stay. Obviously, I know there'll be a bit of backlash for a few months or so. But for both parties, it's probably just best if do we
because I was going to say there's a rumor for United in terms of like for Greenwood, Barcelona want Greenwood, but I think Man United are saying that they want Felix, just a player exchange. So I think it'll be interesting to see what we conjure up in terms of whether it's a price or whether it's a player.
Yeah,
who's Felix?
João Felix.
João Felix.
Oh, João Felix.
Hmm.
Would you be happy with that?
It depends on the current market of the things, I think, what you can get for the money that they give you.
No, I'm just talking about the player. Whatever you pay for him, even if you got him for like 10 mil, is that?
I don't know. You know, I don't know. He doesn't. Again, like similarly to how I judge Jadon Sancho is in our team. Like I don't know if these players want it enough. And João Felix, he gets a sense. I get the sense of him that he got a lot early on in his career, and now he's trying to find out how do you motivate a player that's already had everything kind of thing in it.
He's played at some good stages, good levels.
Yeah, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona,
Chelsea, bro.
Chelsea. Yeah, I don't know, man.
But for someone like Sancho, I feel like whatever we paid, 73 million, I just feel like he's just not elite or whatever it was. It's just not elite enough for us. Like it's just a bit too mediocre, man. Overall.
You see, like when you guys were talking about, you think there's too much happening between Sancho and Erik ten Hag here. Don't you think time can be the best healer though? Like enough time's gone on. United's won something. Sancho's gone on to have a decent second half of his season. You don't think a little pre-season can mend that? And I've got some conversations behind the scenes.
The only thing I'd say,
last pre-season,
I was going to say, but only
say again.
That's what they did last pre-season.
Yeah.
And then the same shit happened again, bro.
I think that the where it becomes an issue is I've read reports. I think it might have been Fabricio. Basically, Jadon's position is that he won't say sorry because he said he feels as if he's saying sorry or apologizing. He's accepting that he's lazy. He's accepting all the criticism that's been in the media for him. So he won't do it. And I think based on that alone, I don't think it's something that can be amended personally. And that just happens in football, man. Sometimes relationships like I don't know, man. They don't click in it, and
the only thing I would say as well is that it's difficult from Ten Hag's perspective because he's probably also thinking, what else do I need to do for you as a player? He brought him in, exactly. He played him. He was still playing doo-doo. Then he thought, let me protect him. I'll just go and send him to wherever I need to send him to Holland to go train, get fit. Brought him back.
His mental health break here.
Yeah, but
even that is a bit disrespectful though, because the Jadon Sancho asked for a mental health break. Why are you sending me away to go get?
Bro, but he wasn't.
I would imagine he asked for some time off, bro.
I don't know if he did. I think he probably said, "Go to this place and get your mind right, bro." Imagine your boss telling you to go get your mind right, bro.
He would have said something, surely, bro. Like you can't just assume.
Bro, no, maybe he's just being nice because the new manager. Do you know what I mean? Like he doesn't really get how I play, how I do my thing, and he's sending me away. But I can see he's trying to help.
I think he'll come out in his book one day.
I think he's tried. I don't know. Maybe he's tried to just do it. He's tried to do it to protect the player as well, like from the media as well. Because like when you're stinking up the Prem, man, the media, they're just not, as well as the fans, they're not. It doesn't help. And I think like Sancho was one of those players that was getting enough game time to kind of prove himself, but again wasn't really proving anything. Do you know what I mean? It was like.
For me, in flashes, it looks like he needs a bit of direction when he's playing. And from how I've seen everyone else play, I don't think Ten Hag gives much directions unless it's like a big game against Liverpool or a cup final or something like that. Because a lot of the players look like they're playing without direction, and I think Sancho probably struggles without that. Because when he was playing, I think Striva's mentioned it a couple of times in pre-season. He was playing like in the the number 10 or something, number 9.5 position.
Yeah,
is that where he played in the preseason? Yeah, false nine. Sorry.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying he looked decent, and then all of a sudden he starts getting played in other positions. They get Højlund.
But even Marley mentioned it last week. He said in that trio when it was him, Rashford, and Martial, that's where they looked like a bit of a threat. And I think that he was mentioning it more so to defend like maybe Erik ten Hag not being able to play with his best lineup. He was never afforded his best lineup at any point of the season. But the same could maybe go for Sancho. Like the Sancho had to kind of You know, he was trying out bare different positions, and then in the end, I swear he was having to play out on the right, was it? And he's fighting for his position with Anthony.
Yeah, Ten Hag's played Sancho. He's played him as a false nine. He's played him on the right, and he's played him on the left. So he's played in pretty much every position that he could play in, and probably the false nine is probably a position that he hasn't played in a lot, if any, any amount of times. So I mean, but we've tried, man.
Yeah, we have.
I like to think. Well, I'd like to think Ten Hag has tried with him, brother. And yeah, I guess it's just a real end of the road at this point.
Quick question: you say Ten Hag has tried, but do you think Ten Hag has given him as much time as he's given Anthony?
More so, bro.
He's giving him more, bro.
But when I say as in no, but you think so?
Yeah, bro. Like
Anthony playing consistently for a while. Jadon Sancho playing consistently for how many games?
Anthony hasn't really. In terms of first team, well, he's not always been a first team. Anthony's been out of the team a lot.
Since he came, he was starting ahead of Sancho, right? So he
no, but that was in Sancho. That was when Sancho was going through his mental health shit, wasn't it? And then
Fun?
Yeah, no, he was going through mental health shit, and he was injured as well. Like Sancho hasn't been readily available like as much as Anthony, I would say.
So he hasn't been readily available. So that means he hasn't really had a run of games as much as Anthony. So when you guys say he hasn't pulled up any trees, that's fair. But has he been given the opportunity, like someone like Anthony, who we can who we can all see has been terrible for a while, but he keeps on playing. And it was only recently after his court cases that he started getting dropped when he came back. But before then, he was playing week in, week out. Sancho wasn't being given that grace. He'll probably, and as you said, he'll play right, he'll play center, he'll play left. He never played in a consistent run of games in the same position. So I think that sometimes it's a bit unfair. And I think Dre said something about, I think he hasn't proved his worth. And my question was going to be to that. Who at United have proved their worth?
Bruno.
Okay, exactly. But if that's the only thing, then why can't Sancho be given as much time as all the others who haven't proven their worth?
I believe that. I think that's a non-argument because he definitely has. Like when he hasn't been genuinely. Sancho, he's gone through his obviously mental health issues where he had to take time off, and then he came back. I think he was injured for a period as well, and then he wasn't training well. Like Sancho, like there's brothers like Sancho and Martial are two players that I personally believe that Sancho Ten Hag would have that they're his starters because he said a couple of times like he hasn't been able to fill the team that he considers is as his best team as much as you'd want to, and I think that's the reason, such as the mental health. And I'm considering Sancho here. I think it's because of the mental health issues, and it's also because he just hasn't been readily available, like fit. He hasn't been training well enough. I can't. Sancho's been given time, man. I don't think that's a fair.
I'm not disputing
argument.
that. I just feel like when you guys say he's been given time, he's not been given. When I talk about time, I'm talking about giving a consistent run of games. I don't think he's been given a consistent run of games to someone like Anthony, who has. That's my only.
Yeah, I would agree. I would disagree with that.
But do you think that's how unfair is that though? Because for obviously Anthony's one of ETH signings, and you come into a club, you get your first impression of these guys on the training ground and games, and if this guy is just not one of your guys, bro, like, do you know what I mean?
And which is to the point.
I think that's the case, but I get you.
Yeah, and I think that was the case, and I think that's why I think Anthony's been given more time because he's ETH's player. Whereas Sancho is not his player, and obviously it's like because you're not my player, I will probably find more reason not to play you than I would play you. And
he hasn't proved himself to ETH.
So that's like, again, why I say it's a bit unfair to say I don't think he's been given as much time as Anthony. And if I was him, if that's the case, I'm like, look what this guy's doing on the pitch, and you're giving him more time than me.
Yeah, so
not just find his actions, but yeah.
So last season when it was it's last season, last season when it was available, he played 26 games. In the Premier League
consistently, and
I think Sam's point was consistent.
Coming off the bench, getting 20 minutes here. We're talking about Anthony was playing week in, week out. Anthony was playing week in, week out.
But I'm pretty certain he got given a fair chance, man. There's a fair amount of times he started. I remember, man, and I used to see it, and he played a lot of the games, I think.
Yeah, so in those 26 games, he started every single one except for 4. So that's 22 games in the league, and then you're afforded a mental health break as well, bro. Like, bro, he's had time, bro. He's been given.
So you wouldn't, in part of your Manchester United rebuild, you don't think there's not a world where you can see Sancho like reviving himself?
I would rather start a fresh slate with a new player. So get as much money as we possibly can for Sancho, and then under the new ownership and the new scouting department and the new people that are looking into players and signing players, give them those funds to seek out a player that they feel as if is better molded to the club. Sancho at the minute, I feel like he's had chances, and I just think for both parties, I think it just makes sense if he just leaves, bro, for him as well. Because he seems happy, bro. He actually seems like I'm seeing him smiling in the pressers, like for Dortmund, like he's doing posts, like thanking fans and stuff like. And under United, it got stale, bro. You could see he wasn't really. He wasn't really in it. And the same thing goes for Rashford, bro. I feel the same thing, bro. Like I feel like Rashford would probably look at someone like Sancho across the pond, like smiling, happy all of a sudden, and just think, "Raw, like this is what it can be outside this club." Like maybe it's probably best if I leave as well. Like that's my opinion anyway.
Yeah, I think that's kind of fair, man. I think we've tried anyway. I think if we can, I just think that we will struggle probably with price for him. That's the only
price
thing.
And wages.
Yeah.
What's he on, like 300?
Yeah, he's taking a player that you don't want and giving him 300.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's going to be tricky. But back to the final game. I know we've touched on it before. Everyone's saying like Don Carlo and all of this. But did he actually influence that match at any point? Or was it just his team kind of turning up? Or do you just give the manager grace because he just kind of let them be? You
see Don Carlo, yeah. The way he manages it, everyone feels that they can probably do the same thing, but they can't. I've heard like senior players who he's coached, they said, you know what, the great thing about him is that he just lets us do what we need to do. Sometimes that's the best thing to do as a manager. You don't need to come in and shake shit up. You know,
Sir Alex Ferguson things, isn't it? That's what Sir Alex Ferguson was on. Because Sir Alex Ferguson, towards the tail end of his career, he wasn't doing a lot of the coaching. Like he would just usually leave it to Carlos Perez and Rene. And Alex Ferguson was like it was almost like the fixer. It was the man manager. It was making sure everyone is sweet. Like how's your family? Like how are you doing in your social life? Like, and I feel like Carlo Ancelotti is
like a father figure.
Very much, yeah, bro. Very much so, bro. And that's important, bro. Like, especially in today's game, bro. Like,
that's pretty much what the technical director or the sporting director does now.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, obviously, like, I think that's why Jurgen Klopp has left, because he was kind of doing all of that stuff. But now that Michael Edwards is back, he's basically like the Carlo, but not on the training ground. So you've got your new coaches, your Onslaught, and these guys come and they handle all that stuff. But these guys are the ones who, like Edu, for example, will be saying, "How's your family?" and what's going on with it.
Will do it as well, then.
I don't know if he does it as much, to be fair, because I think Edu will he's a technical director and he'll be good at his job. Like Michael Emanello as well. He used to do a lot of this stuff at Chelsea, where he'll be in contact with the family and Maria Granovskaya or whatever as well. So all of these other guys, all they have to do is just focus on winning games and all that kind of stuff. But that's why Alex Ferguson was sick, because he used to do all of it. Jurgen Klopp used to do all of it. Arsene Wenger used to do all of it.
Arteta probably knows. I would say he probably knows the value of it. Obviously, you got to win the dog in it. Like, and obviously that's the way to kind of, making sure that.
And so I'm sure did he ask for the new song as well? He asked
for a new song, and I think he
as much as
no troll.
I was about to leave another point. I know in the club as well. He says like he cares about family and he wants a lot of the players to like. I think he said get married or some shit. Like someone told me that he's really big on like family and like having a wife,
family values.
Yeah,
100%, man. And even as much as the dog is banter for a lot of people though, but you know how people in England, full stop, love pets, bro, love animals, bro.
True, bro.
It's true. So if dogs raise people's morale, what have you, have a cute looking chocolate Labrador in the freaking in the building, bro. Call him Win. So everything around us just says win. We got quotes on the wall. Win. You training quotes. Win. Rio Ferdinand said he's come to the Arsenal to the Arsenal training ground, and he said the atmosphere. He could see what they were building. So as much as we might poke a little bit of fun at it, it does kind of speak towards Arteta's ability to relate to the human side of the game. But one thing I probably will say that Arteta probably that negates that a little bit is Arteta's quest for respect. I think that overrides anything else. So as much as he cares about what's going on in your family life, the moment he thinks, "Oh, hold on," you might have kind of crossed that line in terms of disrespect or minimizing me or minimizing your role for the team. And then I think
But
he
that's
can
real.
be a bit callous.
That's real shit, bruv. Look at Alex Ferguson, bruv.
Yeah,
Alex Ferguson will bin people for less, bruv.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you lot saw Aubameyang's statement recently about when he was saying his side on how things went, and really, I don't know if it did him any favors, to be honest, because it just
he's a
kind of made him look a bit nuts.
Not only because you lot are winning though. If you lot weren't winning, then people would be lit with it. Want to
they'd be on his side, wouldn't they?
What did he say?
Basically saying that Arsenal and Arteta they didn't have the full story or full picture because his mum was sick. What did he say? He asked for Dan. You probably know better than me, but he asked for time off and he got granted time off.
Yeah, and Arteta understood and he was gracious. He got it. But Arteta said, "Look, you either gonna stay through or you're gonna leave now. But let me know after." Whenever he's kind of said this to the group of boys,
stay with his family.
No, stay with the team because there's COVID protocols. Yeah. So because if you have to leave, then you've got to isolate for a little bit. I don't know. They must have had different protocols. So Aubameyang came to him and said, "Look, boss, do you mind if I leave?" But it's not just because of COVID. He told him his family issues, and the boss said, "Yeah, no problem. He gets it. Say less." Let him go, what have you not. And then I can't remember exactly the details without reading it, but I think I don't know if Aubameyang left on a day that wasn't agreed or a day that like on a different day. It was the same principle. I don't know if he left the night before when he was meant to leave the morning, or if he left the morning. I'm not sure. He did something that upset.
So he
didn't communicate properly.
He didn't. He basically got extended grace, and he didn't. Essentially,
what do you want?
Because he done something different to what was agreed, whether it was marginal or not.
Late or something on purposely late or something like that.
No, I'm not sure what that was.
Maybe obviously, maybe I'll probably say you can take what you need and be back on this day, but you feel I can take another day.
Or an extra morning. It was something marginal, and he thought that Arteta could have extended more grace to him because he's like, he knows the deal, but he said Arteta ripped him a new one, kind of thing, and that's where I'm like. I feel like Arteta will be like, okay, you need some time, have it. But then whatever you've agreed,
don't take the piss then.
Yeah, because he's
with anything
because he's the captain. He's the captain. He was the captain of he was the captain of our team, and you got the young boys watching you. You get what I'm saying? So that's why eventually he ended up getting stripped of the captain armband shortly after that. Like that's where the callous side of Arteta comes into it. It's like, yo, bro, I can't have you leading the boys no more because you've shown that you're prepared to.
You're not a leader.
Yeah, you're not really. You're moving unruly, and I can't have that.
With Klopp, the same kind of thing happened. Remember Sissoko? Mamadou Sakho. Yeah. After the ban, after the drug ban, whatever. I know that he got reinstated, and they were on the pre-season tour, and I think he kept on coming late and stuff like that. And like Jurgen Klopp is like,
one on it.
Yeah, you got to go.
I was going to say,
timing of it is a bit nuts. Obviously, after he's been banned for the wrong reason, he's missed. He could have won a European Cup with France. Remember, he was supposed to be a part of that squad, that winning squad, but he got banned in it. So you kind of have to give a bit of leeway. But at the same time, Klopp was like, I think it's like why I brought this up, because I think these guys already have their preconceived notions about those players. I think when Klopp got there, he didn't like Sakho. I think when Arteta arrived at Arsenal, he probably didn't like Aubameyang.
No, he loved Aubameyang.
Because if the same thing happened with Saka, where Saka ain't going nowhere.
No, but I think
you know what I mean? Like, Odegaard ain't going nowhere, bro.
No, I think Aubameyang's had previous as well. So
I agree.
With Arteta?
Yeah.
Okay,
like, he was even late for the what was it? The North London derby. How can you be late and you're the captain?
Yeah, I think Sakho was always late as well, man. So fair enough.
Reminds me of Strives. We're logging into podcasts, but
anyway, so what this tells us about Don Carlo?
No. What I was gonna say
before we lose our chain of thought.
No. I was just gonna say, because you lot were all talking about the managers anyway. Where does Don Carlo rate among the greatest managers? Because obviously you got the Fergies, the Klopps, you got Wengers, you got where did they rate?
Before we go into that, just still on Don Carlo. Obviously, I talked about his managerial approach, but obviously that managerial approach can probably only work if you've got the right players. You know, you can't. He went to Everton, and I don't think you can have that same approach of saying, "Yeah, guys, go out and do what you want."
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
They're not the caliber of player, so you need to be at the right club to be able to do what he's done, which is obviously he's done it at AC, PSG, and Real. And I think Napoli. I don't think did he win anything at Napoli? I'm not sure. But what's interesting?
I think he did.
I'm looking at his record now. What's interesting?
I don't think he did.
He doesn't have that much league winners medal. He's won loads of cups, but he's won the championship twice at Real Madrid, PSG. Everyone wins it if they go there.
Won the Premier League,
and did he win the Premier League?
Yeah, with Chelsea.
Let me see. I'm just looking at whether it's unless he thinks not. Oh yeah, and he won it with Chelsea. But considering how much things he's won, you would have thought he's probably had more dominance over the league as well. But he's not. He's more dominant in the cups.
Yeah, when it was at AC Milan, who was dominant? Was that was probably Juventus' time, innit?
Yeah,
For the most part.
So he won the Italian Cup winner. Oh, so that's what the equivalent of the FA Cup.
Yeah, he's good, man. Because when you even think about it, like when he was at Everton, bro, he even had brothers like Calvert-Lewin banging, bro. Calvert-Lewin looked good under him. Pause.
Especially because of who it is as well.
Bro, honestly. Honestly, bro. But yeah, no, he's dope, bro. He's dope, bro. Lost of a dying breed.
So where does he rate then among the best managers in the world?
I think he's in the free, bro. Pep.
He's in the free.
I think he's in the free.
So Pep,
Alex Ferguson, and him.
So you're putting him above Jose.
Yeah, Jose would just be just below them, I think.
And how we define it? So we're just defining this based on trophies won.
Yeah, it's honors, and I guess like his how he's left the club as well, and how like Ferguson was obviously at United for a while. Pep has left most of his clubs in a decent standing, like in terms of like their memory of him. And same with Carlo, and I think Jose's been fired quite a few times, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true.
But is that how we're defining it though, based on how much time you don't see at your contract?
No,
Yeah, because how many times have brothers just left contracts before they're supposed to leave? It doesn't mean you're bad at your job.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I get fired that many times. It's insane work, man. Oh god,
That's crazy.
But yeah.
So
it'll be interesting. Now, I think it'll be Pep first. But Ferguson, he dominated domestically.
And also Fergie didn't do with all their cheating allegations and money laundering.
But United used to buy everyone. Like they never had cheating allegations, but United were a dominant team financially. So they used to buy players from Tottenham, Villa.
Yeah, but we did it in the right. They did it in the right way, bro. Like FPL was still around.
There was no regulations, man.
I was going to say, I know Ferguson was doing dirty dealings, but we just didn't get caught, bro.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. But
I knew there was something dodgy about their dealings, bro. When they signed Bebe, bro, the homeless man, bro.
Yeah, that man were taking bungs on the road.
Absolutely tapping up players, yeah, bro. All nasty, bro. Pepper's just probably he's just operating in a more regulated environment, bro. So he's getting caught, bro. But Ferguson was on them things as well, bro. Absolutely. Fixer in it, Mr. Fixer.
So he'd definitely be up there though, right?
Carlo.
Yeah, Carlo.
Yeah. He has to, man. He has to be, bro. Legend in the game, bro.
So he's sending your top 5 then.
Yeah, I was struggling with top 5. Just because I was going too far back. But Jose would be in there. And then I think it's a scrap for the 5th place. Yeah, who would be the 5th?
Because obviously, are we only thinking about managers that we can recall? Because obviously,
yeah, they'd have to.
Oh, you're thinking like the Bob Paisley and the Bill Shanks?
No.
Yeah,
Who's the guy that was dominating AC Milan? They had Ruud Gullit, Van Basten. Is it Arrigo Sacchi? Yeah, but obviously we're not getting that far back then.
Yeah, no, I see. It's my time, because when I googled it, I was like a top 5, and I was like, which managers am I forgetting? I was just saying bet like
Capello's up there as well, though. Capello, Lippi,
Fabio Capello, yeah.
Roy Evans, Rafa Benitez.
No.
Kenny Dalglish.
Jesus.
No, I don't know, but yeah, but let's just say he's respected, man. I can't put them into any order.
Yeah, he's up there, man. He's definitely up there.
Absolutely. How long is it? How long do you think you still be at Real though? What, one more season? I don't know.
He'll want to manage this team with Mbappe. I think maybe one or two more.
Was he there when
two
they
more.
had him? Was he there when they had him before? Because he was at PSG before, right? I can't even think.
He was there when like Zlatan was there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a little while back. Fair.
2013.
What a sick career to have had, man.
I know.
That's all these top teams.
Bro, it's mad when you go from Everton to Real, brother. You just start pinging honours, bro.
That Everton one is just so baffling. It's just odd, bro. Like if you look at 20 years time, you look at that Everton and you're like, is that a mistake? Like, is Everton, bro.
He went there for the P's, isn't it?
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The bag.
Usmanov. Is that
I think
Usmanov their P into the club?
Do you remember when we talked about it before, like how top class managers, if you put them in like lower league teams, are they going to really perform as well as that they perform at the top clubs? So for me, Ancelotti is kind of like maybe they just wouldn't, you know, maybe they're just they only know dealing with. Yeah, I was going to say I was going to say, is it like, are they only used to like managing like the top tier players in terms of when they go back down to like?
Let's go through, you know, your Klopp, Ferguson, Wenger, Pep, and Jose and Ancelotti. Who do we think can do well in like division? No,
I think Wenger can.
Yeah, I think they all can. The only one that probably doubt, only because he's given us an experience of it, is probably Ancelotti. And that's based on his managerial approach instead of like.
He improved Everton, no? Like, he actually improved them. Like.
Yeah, but before he left that season, they were doing horrible.
But what I will say about it is that the club was the club was an absolute mess.
Yeah, they was in the toilet, bro.
And and we've seen ever since the impact of that mess that they've been in, because obviously that guy's gone now. They've been deducted loads of points from those times as well, man. So they probably were rubbish in that time because this guy knew he was out. I can't be here anymore.
I was going to say, even Jose was at Tottenham, and I don't know, did he pull up trees? 27 wins, 14 draws, 17 defeats. He was
on his way to winning a cup, though.
Well,
he was on his way.
And
he was on his way, though.
He done it at Porto as well. So
yeah, done it at Porto before that.
And what was it, Bergie? What was he, Aberdeen?
Yeah. Ferguson's definitely got the minerals to do it for sure.
Yeah. I think Klopp has as well because he's done bits before.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Pep.
Well, Pep can. If everyone's following his style of play and come and getting into the Prem,
Pep, we ain't really
that style of play.
He probably could, but I don't think he's got the patience for it. That's the only thing.
Yeah. So my issue would be that I don't think he can go to a club like how Everton was.
Yeah.
So I think he needs all the, you know how he needs, let's say how Man United are. I think you need the infrastructure around you for everything outside of the football to be good as well.
Personally, I don't know
if that makes sense.
I think Pep is a coach. So give him anyone and he'll do what he can with it. Like, how many times has he reinvented Man City? Even this season, everyone they're the greatest team. And
but the reason I say I don't think he's got patience for it, because I don't think the process of having to lose, like, say for instance, 10 games in the season, 15 games in the season, I think that will destroy Pep, bruv. And he's a bad loser, bruv.
No, but the reason why I think that won't happen, because if someone like who is a disciple of Pep in Vincent Kompany took Burnley and was able to dominate the championship, why can we not say the master can do exactly the same thing?
Because
why do we call him a disciple of Pep just because he played under it?
Yeah, and obviously he's trying to follows the same.
But maybe because
even the Leicester manager does now. That's that one.
Maybe it's because it's Kompany's first managerial job, and he has the patience, and he's closer to these players in terms of age and experience as well. Then let's say Pep coming from Man City down to Burnley. And then you're just thinking, like, I'm talking to these guys, they don't understand these instructions.
No, we're not saying from Man City. We're just saying if he has the minerals. Like if all these people can do it, then why? 100%. You know?
Pep
I was going to say
a winning formula, and he'll be able to figure one out for the championship for sure.
And then obviously Kompany at Bayern, is that going to be a step too far?
Right.
Boy.
Or a step too soon.
I
Step
think
too
he'll
soon,
do well.
I
I think
should
he'll do
say.
well. I think he'll do well, man. He'll do
Bro,
well.
I hope he does, man. I hope he does well.
He'll do well there, man.
You know, like when
Is
you
it-
lot are talking about managers, sorry, yeah. What about this Johan Cruyff that everyone says Pep learned from, which then means
I don't know
Arteta's
too much
learned
about. I
from?
know he done
Who?
well. Ajax.
Johan
Johan
Cruyff.
Johan Cruyff.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
100%. He's
yeah,
Pep is a disciple of him. So this is like Lil Wayne and all of Baby's, not Baby, who's the other guy? The one that's in prison, in court. Young Thug. Young Thug is one of Lil Wayne's sons, but there's all these guys now that are like Young Thug's sons as well. So it's the grandsons of the guy, I guess, technically, innit?
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think someone like a Cruyff won as much honours as all these managers that we mentioned. But
Yeah,
he's got
exactly.
a football philosophy that everyone like.
They kind
And
of
then,
stuck to.
because then if you then bring him in, then do we talk about Arsene Wenger? Or?
Again, that's what I'm saying. What do you measure on? Are we measuring it on their influence or?
What about that Real Madrid manager?
Well, Busquets, the moustache guy.
Yeah,
the
Vincent de Bosque. Yeah. What about
That's
him?
what I'm saying.
Really
He was
racist.
Spain as well.
Yeah, he did Spain as well. Yeah,
We're saying,
Was he the racist, man?
We're saying
You're
club, we're saying club managers, don't know.
No, but he was a club manager. He won
Real Madrid.
He won a couple of Champions Leagues with Real Madrid. He won a couple of league titles as well.
But wasn't it Spain where he done the madness with those? Like in terms of the World Cup and the Euros and back to back or something like that.
Yeah, but before that, domestically, he done well.
Yeah, domestically, he was successful with domestically as well, though. So I'm just wondering, like, would you put him in as one of your top 5 greatest managers of all time?
Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't really know too much about him, to be fair, outside of Spain.
No,
Yeah, it's true.
I think that's probably where he's shining, though.
Yeah, interesting.
That's what I'm saying. Domestically, Ferguson dominated.
It is interesting. But yeah, I'd be intrigued to see how company does, to be fair. It's going to be, yeah, because I've seen, that video where I think he walks into the Burnley change room and someone says, is he going to do this at Real Madrid? And it's like, boys, if you think you've seen a bad side of me, you wait, boys. You've seen nothing fucking yet. This is company. Someone's recording it in his fucking...
You said that to Bayern Munich?
No, he said that till I think it was when he was at Burnley. And then someone wrote, can you imagine him doing
Burnley
this to Bayern?
or Angela.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think, but that's what I'm saying. So, company can probably go to the championship and do that, or Anderlecht. I can't see Pep going to Anderlecht. Pep was just thinking, why am I here, bro?
No, but we watched the documentary. You know how Pep talks. Pep can do anything.
Yeah, bro. More than you believe.
There you go.
Yeah. For real. Yeah. Just for the last segment now, quickly. Obviously, for your teams, what do we think that you guys need going forward into the new season? Like what positions? Do you want to start, Strives? Do you know what positions you need?
Yeah, I think I mentioned it just as we lost out on the Premier League, man. I think we need a striker. I think with a striker, I think I've said that in last season. I think with a striker, I feel like that's the missing piece to this jigsaw puzzle that Arteta's just slowly piecing together. That masterpiece, that piece of artwork that that artwork that's about to hang on the wall. Like there's a corner of that artwork that's missing, that's stopping it from getting top P at the auction price. And it's just that striker. Once we get that striker, it's over for everybody, man. And I think we're linked with the right people, man. This Benjamin Sesko guy, I think when we was doing the trial runs for this pod, I think I mentioned him back then, like, and he was probably a young back then time, 19 or something like that, man. But yeah, he seems good.
What do you think of him?
Yeah, man, I think he's nice, man. I think he's a bit of an alternate profile striker, that profile, but I think we could do with such a thing. He's strong, he's fast. I think he's got a shot on him. I think he can sort in and do well. But obviously, and Alexander Isak, that Thierry Henry mode, that's what we're used to. It might not happen, but I mean,
why do you think it won't happen?
Newcastle sending him. I don't think Arsenal can afford him.
I thought they need money.
They do need money, but it's going to be either him or Bruno Guimaraes, I reckon.
Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal all in for him. But yeah,
for Bruno or is that
for Bruno? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing that as well, and that's another position we need to fill. Like obviously with Thomas Partey, he's a quality player, great player, but he's time and time again he shows us that he's not prepared, he's not able to be available for us, and availability is probably one of the best and probably the most important asset to any team. You know what I mean? We saw how availability affected Manchester United So we need your best players available. Otherwise, what's the point of them being your best players? So they're probably going to look to move him on. And Bruno Guimaraes, I don't think he's the same profile as Thomas Partey, but I think he can fit into the Arsenal team and give us I think he plugs the gap. He plugs that gap in different ways. So far I'm saying a striker, another midfielder, like a DM or so. And then I'm thinking, what else could we do? I would like to probably have. How many positions did you give me, MJ? Or you just is it?
It's just what do you think we need in terms of strengthening?
Yeah, so I think we could do with another winger. A winger. Maybe a winger to push Saka a little bit, or maybe a winger to replace Martinelli and to basically raise the floor of our team. Because I think Martinelli's good, but that season he had was not good enough.
You take Lookman.
Lookman, he's direct. He's a good little player there. I'll take Lookman. Why not? Why not? Like, he's a good little player. He backs himself. He rates himself. I don't think he's too proud to be coached. And that's what Arteta wants to be able to talk to his player, can build a relationship. I think Lookman could do well at an Arsenal, man.
Those are the kind of players you need as well to raise the bar, bro. Because he's obviously he's a player that's obviously been in the Prem for before. Obviously had to leave, go to a foreign league, and now he would come back with something to prove. Like that's the right profile of player.
Yeah,
because he came back
fire in the belly.
Yeah, he came back to Fulham with something to prove, and he played well in Fulham. I don't know why they didn't extend his contract or try and make it permanent. But Everton, Fulham, and Leicester, innit?
Yeah. And then I think the last position I would potentially look at, if I was being greedy, is maybe a left back.
Yeah, I was going to say left back.
Jurian.
Yeah, we got Jurian, but I don't think he's a left back by trade. We've been playing him there. You know what I mean?
Sorry. What you were
proper left back? As in,
obviously, we're going to need another keeper as well.
You kind of free.
You lot are signing thingy for 27, right?
Who's that?
David Wright. Did you say you need another keeper?
Yeah, like because
for Ramsdale.
Ramsdale. Is Ramsdale definitely going?
Yeah, I think he's going. I hope he doesn't. But I mean, there was rumors that he was going to Newcastle. Then he tweeted saying that I don't know what these rumors are about. Then I heard he might be going to Southampton, and obviously he was spotted at the game dressed as how he was dressed.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously he wants to play for England, innit? He wants first team football. He deserves it as well, man. He's a great keeper, man. So
you can't blame him for that. Well, I was going to say one last thing. Obviously, if just say Martinelli had the same season he had this year, he had it next year. Would you give him more grace because of his age, or would you just go, let's just move him on?
He's a young player, innit? So it's tough to. But we're in a cutthroat business now, man. Like you boys were saying, like how long do you give Arteta? Like if I'm Arteta, like, I can't keep doing the grace thing. I need to win.
Because if you put into context, like Martinelli and Saka, they're the same age, both performing at completely different levels. Yeah,
but then there is more context with that comes into play when we're talking about Martinelli. He's had to play with a completely different left side, and some people might rubbish that, but
it does make sense.
It speaks volumes to his season that when he had like a constant Granit Xhaka there, and then obviously Zinchenko's first season and whatnot. He was a lot more stable. Like even when he played on the right side, against Everton the last game of the season, just having that stability on that right side, I think Martinelli had a decent game. You know what I mean? He looks better. He looked better than he's looked for a lot of the season on the left. And I think that's just having that right side there. Like that's just that real drilled, know what they're doing, just allows him to cook. Like so, I think there's other elements of the game that affected his form, but it wasn't good enough. It weren't good enough at all. And if he can't afford another season like that, otherwise he's on the chopping board for not just me, for Arteta, more importantly.
It's funny what you said about Thomas Partey as well, and replacing him with Guimaraes, because that technically means you are going to play a new type of football with that as well, in the same way you did when you bought Rice. And I think it reminds me of when Liverpool lost Wijnaldum, and then we had to change how we played. So it'll be interesting to see who you get and how you change how you play next season.
Well, we did extend Jorginho.
Played the back end of the season. So maybe off with Jorginho is probably how they'll play going forward.
Yeah.
But if they get somebody who's better than Jorginho, then it's going to have to make them play a new style of player. Or if they just decide to stick with Jorginho and get somebody who's an understudy, maybe just keep Fabio Vieira ready, get him ready. I don't know.
No, Fabio Vieira, I think we score, but I'm ready to see him move on, man. He's a good player, but again, we need now players.
Yeah. I think he's a good player.
He did like someone like him. Has he really been given a chance?
Yeah, I think he needs more of a chance.
We have like, again, this is one of the things you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. But as fans, I would say that he hasn't been given the chance in the first team. But
I'm hearing he's dipping in training. That's what I'm hearing. These are the rumors that I'm hearing, like from the when you're reading stuff.
Is doing well in training or
like he's no longer impressing in training.
That'll be why.
That's motivation, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll be why.
Yeah, he's definitely probably like one of those players that needs to play to keep him motivated. I think like with every player, innit, you need to be like getting on the pitch and at least getting a good few minutes, under your belt.
Yeah, man. But if we get those positions that I've mentioned, and especially a striker, I reckon it's a completely different end to the season for Arsenal fans and Arsenal in general.
If you got a striker this season, you think it would have been different, you say?
Yeah, definitely, man. I know we scored a lot of goals, man, but I think we've been needing a striker. I've been saying it from after we finished second the first time. I think we need a striker. You can't be going into the season with Gabby Jesus, your main striker, bro. That's childish.
Oh, you're talking like the first half of your season, because obviously the second half of your season is pretty efficient. The first half of the season is probably where you drop the most points, obviously, in it. So
drop most points there. And there's just certain games, even just thinking about Champions League, like if you think about that game when against Bayern, even if you think about the Villa game that we lost, that game should have been put to bed. Havertz was dope and played exceptionally well this season, but he missed a hell of a lot of chances as well, man. So you just need a striker that's going to get you 15 to 19 Premier League goals, like. You know what I mean? That's what I'm personally think.
Like Xhaka, I'm not Xhaka. Seska's not going to get you that though.
This is where I differ. I differ in opinion. I know he's probably getting Havertz numbers now in the team that he's Leipzig at the moment. He's a young guy. He's only 21. I think in the Arsenal setup with what we've got going on behind us, setting him up, I think you might see a good goal return. Like obviously, I think Havertz I think he would start off with Havertz leading the line. Naturally, but bro, I think once Sesko gets going, bro, we'll see him turn into a monster
in season 2, because I would say give players at least as a whole season grace for them to acclimatise, especially coming from the league that he's going that he's going to be coming from.
But remember, we don't need that much though, Della. We don't need that much. Remember, we still I can't remember. I don't know how many goals we scored, but I know we scored more than last season. And last season we had the season before last.
Work like that though? Do you think he's going to work like that? Like he's going to come in and supply like a certain amount of goals.
He's going to do more than Jesus and Nketiah, so that's an improvement, bro.
No, but I'm saying if he does that, and then you think everybody else is going to maintain their same, because remember the season before, Martinelli all of a sudden dropped out his goals. If he continued his goals from last season, then you lot wouldn't even be looking for a striker technically. True.
Maybe that's a good point. Martinelli got like what 15 last 15. Season. Odegaard got 15 last season. No, 6. And then Odegaard got 15, and then he only got 8 this season. So there was a couple people that dropped, but then you got other people that came through, like your Trossard. Exactly. Saka obviously keeps on improving every year. You know what I mean? Declan Rice started getting a couple of goals. Havertz is now in there. So
if he's got 9
swings and roundabouts.
Would you say he's got 9 in Germany, Sam?
I don't even know his numbers.
Sorry. Yeah. If he's got like 9 or 12 in Germany.
He's probably got like 13. I swear he's on double figures. What Sesko are we talking about?
Did you say 30?
13, 1-3.
Yeah. So if he's got 30, wouldn't you prefer to go for like somebody who's getting numbers though currently? Like let's say like a Gyökeres or something like that.
But my thing is, I think my thing is, I think at this, even like what United did with how much is Højlund? 70?
71. 70.
Yeah, I think this is how football is nowadays. It's like there's no hitters out there. Okay, you've got Kane and Haaland. Apart from that, who can you say can guarantee 20 goals per season? There's no one out there, and everyone has their release clause, and you probably have to buy a young striker before they get too expensive. So 70 mil what, 5-year contracts? It's not that bad. I think Sesko again. I think it'll be 60 million release clause. It's not that bad. But if you let him go to his next club, and then you try to buy him, let's say the same way that happened to what's that Nigerian striker at Napoli?
Osman. I think I heard, apparently we're still linked to him as well.
No. Arsenal should forget about that. But you don't want to wait for the player to go to the next club and then blow, because then it becomes more expensive. So sometimes you got to take that punt. So I do understand why United did what they did, and I think that's just how it is nowadays in terms of the profile players that you have to sign.
I was going to say, Della, do you want to go all through all three of your teams, or?
No. I'm good, man. The only thing I say, I think Newcastle, they I think I heard on the news that what's that guy that's gone to Chelsea, the defender?
Tosin.
Yeah, Tosin.
Yeah.
Apparently Newcastle were in for him, and he
same with United apparently,
which was weird because. But then I saw, because they got so many defenders. Obviously, Silva's leaving, but then they're probably going to sell Chalobah.
Chalobah. I think he's been linked to United, isn't it?
It'll be pure profit. So I sort of get why they've done that. Because Tosin is still English profile.
Yeah. Plus Fulham and Chelsea, in it. He don't even have to move anywhere, really.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So for the player, probably like if he still likes living around London.
But yeah, they got so many defenders there, man.
They'll definitely, like you said, they'll definitely move a few people on. They have to.
I think they'll be moving the homegrown players. So Chalobah's definitely gone.
Yeah, definitely.
We've still got Thingy as well, Colwell, who plays left back and LCB.
Yeah, but again, they signed a player without a manager. So,
I was gonna say, what about Man City, Della? Do you think what positions?
I don't know. I think people always say with Pep's team, you probably give them like a season to acclimatise. So maybe Nunez will kick on in season 2. But apart from that, and again, Doku will kick on. I just don't see what City can do because.
But maybe look at KDB.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. But then you've got Foden now. Maybe Bernardo can probably play more central. Then maybe they might bring in a right winger.
Edison's potentially on his way out.
Yeah,
I know he's considered as an option
to Saudi, innit?
But I think they're looking at Mike Maignan, the from AC Milan keeper.
I don't see Edison.
I can't imagine Pep working with black goalkeeper.
No, yeah, for him.
That'll be weird. Kind
of controversial.
Yeah, no, I can't see it happening. But KDB moving on. I think that's very likely to happen. Imagine if KDB went to like Real Madrid.
That's not. No, KDB. He's either going to USA.
Yeah, no, absolutely, no, for sure.
Real Madrid to do what?
You said he's going to USA.
No, so if he leaves, I can only see him going to like USA. Like,
no, he wouldn't
really
go to Madrid.
You don't think he'll do a little Barca, a quick Barca?
No, I think he'll go to another top Europe.
No, not Barcelona. Barcelona.
Maybe Bayern Munich because of Vincent Kompany, but I don't see him. But KDB's on his way down, bro.
Yeah, he's on the way
down. No, he's not on his way down. That's
KDB's 34, bro. Like he can't continue.
He's going to
34, bro.
He's going to be on the decline. Is he 34?
Yeah, I'm sure. Let me just check.
He's old, man.
I did not know.
I know he's a big man. He's definitely a big man.
So I don't see
32. He's 32.
32.
Yeah, there's no way. Come on, 34 is insane, bro. That's like Thiago Silva ages.
He's got another 3 years. And he
at the top.
Yeah.
What club?
How old is Modric? Chris, bro.
No, but at Man City. Who's going to buy KDB now?
I'm with Della because
who would buy him?
Yeah, now.
He'd be Miami.
Arsenal would buy him for the right price.
If he was going, Man United would buy him. We bought Casemiro. So there's
Italian teams will buy him as well. All the Italian teams will buy him if they could have
Atletico Madrid will grab him.
Yeah, 100%.
They're not buying him.
No, but I'm just saying in terms of profile clubs, these clubs would buy him. Like they if he was available,
he wouldn't go for too much money either. I don't think.
Yeah. I just don't see it unless he's going to take a massive wage cut. Like Italian clubs can't afford him.
He would have to take a wage cut.
One thing I say, once he leaves Man City, I could just see him probably just going to the USA, man.
No,
you don't think he'll go Saudi?
He won't go.
No.
He won't go.
Nah, he
Man
won't go
City.
Saudi. I
Okay,
can't
Why-
see.
why-
like, he's won
I can't
everything.
see-
Like, he doesn't need to go. He doesn't need to go and play for
But
now.
hang on, remember Laporte went Saudi.
Yeah, but Laporte wasn't. He's not KDB.
Yeah, it's not the same.
No, but I'm saying that. But obviously KDB is not above money.
No, I'm not saying he is, but I feel
Nah.
like he'll probably, I think he'll probably want to go to America than go to Saudi.
Nah,
He seems more like a family man.
He could. Yeah. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid.
He ain't going Real Madrid. You see what the team they're building. Why do
No, he's
why
not
do
going
you
Real
It's
Madrid.
not going. It's definitely not going Real.
Cruz has just left, bro.
Nah, it's
but
not going Real.
but he's not a Cruz player. Cruz can stay on like another 2 more years because he can control the game. KDB
Real,
can
yeah.
control the game.
Real won't buy him.
But
because
as
of
you
his age.
said, he's declining though, isn't it? Like, so his game is going to change a lot. He's not going to be moving around the pitch.
Bruv,
Like a position Real
I don't know
basically.
I don't know if he can though play without moving around the pitch.
No, of course he can. When you get older,
I've
bruv,
never seen him play like that though. To be fair, but
No, but when you get what I'm saying is when you get older, bro, your game naturally changes, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
Cruz used to move around more than he does he does at present.
no, but
for
to your
Real
point,
Madrid.
yeah, like someone like Cruz and Modric, they can change the
Yeah.
position in the same clothes. Like being at the company for so long, it's like you become whatever. No one's gonna buy KDB and say do something different to what you've been doing.
Yeah. That doesn't.
You know
make
what I'm
sense.
saying? It doesn't make any sense.
Anyway, let's move on to you, Joey. What about Liverpool?
Yeah, I mean, I did make a point probably last time I was on the podcast that that Liverpool, it might just a bit controversial, but Liverpool should look into potentially moving Salah on because not because he's not capable, but because it's a new project. You've got a new manager. If you really believe in him, then maybe you need to put some money into it. But I don't know, man.
You'd get rid of Salah straight after his hair transplant, bro. You know he's ready. His next season is going to be his best season, bro.
Potentially. But no, he only shaved his hair. I didn't see a new hairline.
Nah, he's got a new hairline still. If you look at it, look at the edges, bro. Look at it. His edges are they're filled in, bro.
But yeah, I'm not sure what we have in terms of how we're going to make money to finance the new season. But the people that we've been linked with, not to say that they're media or anything, they're just money savers, kind of like an endo profile player. So again, I'm not mad at it because you know how I like out the box stuff, and obviously Liverpool, we're not frivolous with our money. So if they are capable of finding good players for a decent price, I'll be well happy with that. But in terms of what
I was going to say, do you think your manager has that same pool in terms of players like Klopp, or is it going to be a bit more?
No, it's Liverpool. It's Liverpool, man. I think Liverpool have won enough in the recent year time for people to be chuffed to be linked with Liverpool. Obviously, I think the last head-to-head that we saw was with Caicedo, and he ended up going Chelsea. But
Yeah.
look at that turn out for him. I think people are watching Caicedo and Romeo Lavia and thinking twice now.
Fair.
But yeah, in terms of players that we need, I think apparently Arne Slot, Nunes isn't going nowhere, so he's been tasked with working with him and trying to develop him into the striker Liverpool need. I think we need another striker as well because unfortunately we can't rely on Diogo Jota to be available. We need somebody who's capable of getting us goals when Diaz and Salah aren't scoring like the end of last season. So yeah, we need a striker. Again, I don't think we need a winger unless we get rid of Salah, to be completely honest, because we've got
Harvey Elliott.
we got Harvey Elliott, who for me is decent in the centre, but is good when he's deployed out on the right as well. Scored quite a few goals from that position. But we got players returning from loan, players returning from injury as well. So we've actually got quite a big squad when our squad is fully here. But a winger wouldn't be a priority for me.
That player, what's his name? You
The
guys
fast white guy.
No. He's left-footed. He was on
Ben
loan.
Doak.
No. He was on loan. You bought him from Fulham.
Oh, Fabio Carvalho.
Yeah, what's he saying?
I don't think his loan at Blackburn, I think it was Blackburn, I don't think it was too successful. So, and I know at his loan to Red Bull Leipzig was cut short. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's happened on the training ground, but him coming back will be good because new manager, another opportunity to prove yourself. But I know it didn't go too well with. I think the last thing he did was score that goal past Newcastle last season, and then he was out the door after that, man. So yeah. Sorry, yeah, I think we need another centre back as well. To replace Matip, we need a centre mid to replace Thiago as well, I think, and then we'll be good.
What about if Trent doesn't sign a new contract?
I've not entertained that as even a thing, to be fair. But if he doesn't, I guess we'll have him for this season and then get a new right back next season, I guess. I think he's still got 1 more year in his contract, him and Verge.
Fair. Molly Moore, Man United.
We need a centre back priority, left back priority, forward. Not so much. No priority.
Nah, it's priority definitely.
Yeah, and
Need a right back
and a DM. No, I don't think we need a right back.
They're happy with Della, man. Della's had a great season, man.
It'd be good if we. Yeah, we don't need a right back. Left back. Left back definitely. Centre back, DM, striker, and a winger would be okay. We were linked with Kudus, bruv.
Yeah, I know. We're linked with Kudus. If we got him, boy,
mate, listen. I don't know so much, bruv. But
you're linked with Kudus this season?
Yeah, this season. Yeah, a couple of days ago. Whether or not that I mean, to take it with a pinch of salt, but it's just good to be linked, bro. Because that's the guy I've been saying we needed for a while now. That's the guy. Like, if we're getting rid of Greenwood, cool. Rashford's obviously been stinking. If his form doesn't pick up, cool. And then Anthony as well, also meaty. But if we was to get a Kudus, brother, yeah,
it'd be crazy. But do you agree with the 5 points, like the Ineos kind of transfer strategy? Did you see it like not over the age of 25 and whatnot and all that stuff? Yeah,
I think, and obviously there's going to be some exceptions should they come up. But I think for the most part, if you're pushing your signings with that mentality, I think it puts you in a pretty good position, I'd say, moving forward. I ain't angry at it at all, and I think this is something we should have had in place for a while. But we've been signing brothers like Casemiro.
He'd be gone. Have you heard the rumors for Casemiro, how much they're willing to give? It's crazy.
Yeah, 90 to 100 million. I mean, if we even get half of that, we're laughing.
Yeah, we're laughing.
I don't understand why that makes any sense.
What's that?
I don't think that's anywhere near the what they'll offer.
I think he's got like 3 years left in his contract.
Yeah, I don't think they care, bro. Like, I think he wants to go
Saudi, bro. Saudi
for 90 mil, bro.
90 mil, bro. He could have 20 years on his contract, bro. Why would they give him 90 mil, bro?
Salah is probably 90 mil or 90 mil plus.
Salah was 200 M's that they were offering, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
It was something silly, bro. You know the Saudi, they're just trying to get the people in the door, bro. They don't care how much they're paying.
Yeah, to be fair, they could be.
They wanted to offer Thomas Partey 45 mil last season, bro. That's ridiculous, bro.
He hasn't won the Champions League, innit? That's, profile, innit?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He's a big name, technically.
Yeah, for real.
Question. Yeah, you see, so you man that have put your positions out there that you want your clubs to address. I'll go first. If we get the positions that I'm addressing, especially striker, I think we win the Prem. Where do you guys think? Where do you guys think?
He's talking about their team, and you're talking.
No, because I want to ask. That's what I want to ask these man. Like, so the positions that Marley Mar just mentioned. That where do you think United? Where does that take United? Obviously, you're 8th at the moment, -1 goal difference. Where does it take you?
FA Cup winners. It depends on the profile, innit? Like, I mean, obviously, I'm just reading off the positions that we need, but we also have to get the right people in those positions. We could get our version of Anthony in each of those positions, but then what does that mean?
It's true.
Right, I didn't even think of that, man. You might get Sesko in, bro, and then you're back to square one, bro.
No, but that would be it. That would be it.
Assuming that they're good.
Yeah, assuming that they're good and the positions they are addressed, what would you be expecting from your club?
Top 4 on a trophy.
As I said the top of the season, bruv. It was tongue in cheek. But I said we were going to win the league, bruv. So I'll be confident, bruv. I'll be confident we'll be able to do well.
Oh, so you're still looking to challenge for the league title?
Huh? I didn't. Hey. I said I'll be confident we'll be okay. We'll be okay. So we'll be at 8th place finish again.
So what about you, Della? Like, obviously, I think you were speaking for Newcastle. Like, what do you think How does their season get better?
I'm not in this race, man.
No, but obviously you spoke on what Newcastle could have.
better not be in this race, bro. I want my applause
I
right
didn't
now,
think I
bro.
want Newcastle. I just thought about the signing of Adebayo.
Okay,
That's it, really. I'm not. Well, speak on Arsenal. I'm not in this race. I'm just here for the fun.
Joey, what are you saying? So, what do you get if you get obviously you finished third? Obviously, you bottled the title race, leading the league for the most of the season and stuff. Like, what happens now? Like, if you get those positions that you're talking about addressing, what are you expecting? Are you expecting to compete again for the title?
Crazy? You know what's crazy? I completely forgot our circumstances. I'm asking for pitch positions here, and I don't even know what formation we're going to be playing next season, to be fair. So, as far as I know, bro, like Nunes could be playing up front, could be playing right back next season.
You just want to see what your manager's saying.
Yeah, I need to see what the manager's saying before I can even say it. So we could sign all of those guys, and then our managers, and then we don't even use none of them. Our managers or winning with the team we had, or we could sign these guys, and then we're 10 times shit because the manager doesn't know what he's doing. So I can't really say anything, to be fair, in terms of how competitive we're going to be until I see him play.
Cool. And what are you saying, host? You're a Man United fan, so I
think it's going to depend on how many players we get to clear out. Because it's going to take time, man. You can't just see, even though the club will probably say, yeah, we need to get rid of this guy. You know how it goes. And the thing is, with us, we're limited on funds. So if we don't offload players and get money for them, then we can't probably bring in the players that we probably want. So
what, you don't expect to compete next season?
I'd probably say trophies. Yeah, not Premier League. I don't think. Good
answer. Good answer.
I mean, what does that mean? I'll probably say trophies. What does that mean?
Competitions.
It means it should be enough. That's what it means.
Oh no! I think he thinks competing means only in one league.
Yeah, of course he does.
No, I don't think that. I don't think that. Oh, I'm just trying to get him to specify what he means.
Trophies, bro. There's trophies, isn't it? And not charity shield, bro. Because that doesn't count. So trophies.
Okay, because you're going to be competing for the charity shield. So you're not going to be. What you're telling me is, if you don't win anything else, you're not going to try and bring up that. Because remember when we won the FA Cup and we finished 8th, you rubbished us and said it's about competing for Champions League, competing for titles, whatnot. Yeah, I recall it.
Guys, let's do that now.
I recall it. So now, what I'm saying now, that when you're in the position that we were once in, you guys are going on this is the greatest season of all time because you left with trophies.
We didn't say it was the greatest season, bro.
We didn't say it was the greatest season. We said it was a better season than yours. That's what we said.
All right, cool. So what I'm saying,
hang on.
a better. Okay, so it's all coming out. It's all coming out now,
hey, man.
It's all coming out now.
Host. Wrap it up.
Yeah. On that note, we have to end the pod, man. We've been going on for a minute.
Are we not doing back pages?
What are you going to do back pages for, bro? On what?
I've got back pages. Can I do back pages?
Go. Do your back page.
I want to give back pages to FC Kuya for winning the double.
Well done, FC Kuya.
And going unbeaten for the whole season in the league. Yeah, looks like us.
Well done. I'm clapping, but you probably can't hear it. Well done.
Yeah, put the clap.
Yeah, thank you.
Well played, man.
Did anyone else want to do back page? I just thought it was just a bit of a blanket one for me to add this segment.
I know. Well, yeah.
I'm gonna give my back pages to Vinny, man. I think Vinny's a shoo-in for Ballon d'Or this season. He scores important goals, won a couple of trophies. I'm gonna give him the back pages still.
Anyone else?
Don Carlo.
Don Carlo,
the G, bro.
Yeah, I think I'll just give mine to Vinny as well, to be fair. His finishing is composed, man. Obviously, I think Real Madrid nearly turned their back on him last season when Benzema told the team told him that he's a double agent. But look at him now, man. Look at him now.
Well, Rio was saying, innit, he thinks he's going to win the Ballon d'Or, innit? Said it about 10 times. Rio, innit?
Oh, Rio, yeah.
He said it about 10 times when he scored that goal, off mic, where they had him.
But saying that, I said it, if England do well and Jude plays a massive role in them doing well, which I feel like he would if they do.
But he doesn't have to play a massive role in it. England does have to win. And
Well, yeah, if he wins, well, he'll get the Ballon d'Or, bro. And that would what a story that would be.
Yeah, for real. I'll give mine to Real Madrid. There's too many people to name, so just Real Madrid on the whole. Well done. Clap, clap, clap.
I thought he was gonna give it to Jude again.
Nah, man, he didn't have a good game, man. You can't give it to him. If he had a shit game and still scored, I would definitely have given it to him.
But he had an okay game and got an assist.
Yeah, he had an okay game. He had a decent shot on goal as well. I mean, in the little chances that they had, like it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh my God, let's not do that.
No, it wasn't his. Oh no, let's
not do that.
Della doesn't like.
He doesn't like Jude.
On the side, he doesn't like him.
Della doesn't like the players that get ratings, bruv, a lot, bruv. I've no. He likes underdog.
I didn't say I didn't like. I'm saying the profile that he's been given is wrong. He's not a number 10. Yeah, and when he doesn't do well, let's say he didn't do well, we don't have to wax lyrical about someone that didn't play well at the weekend.
He's not a back page. He's not a back page. He wasn't back
Sam,
page.
you see his like style of play or how he's utilized. How far off do you think he is from Dele Alli in terms of how his positional sense? Like when he used to kind of creep in to the box.
Don't get me. He's good, but I feel personally he's more of an 8 than a 10. Like,
oh, okay,
yeah, he is an 8. Who says
no? But he plays in Real Madrid as a 10. He plays for England as a 10.
England as a 10, yeah.
You know, like he's playing in the number 10 instead of Foden. Like, come on, that's just totally wrong. That's criminal.
To be fair, with Real Madrid and England, it's almost like a free roll. I wouldn't even call him a 10.
free roll
He just gets everything.
How can he be given a free roll over someone like a Foden?
Listen, he does what he does, isn't it?
But that's what I'm saying. That's why England will do wrong.
Because Foden can't defend, bro. That's
but he should be a number 8 box to box. That's what he can. That's what Foden. I mean, that's.
I would say that's what he is.
But for England,
a little bit of free roll as well because he can score goals.
He's playing as a 10. That's why you've got.
He can tackle and he can score goals.
Who you've got? You've got Rice, and I think it was probably Henderson. I was playing behind him, but you've got Rice and Conor Gallagher. England are playing him as a 10. It's a criminal. But yeah,
cool.
That's Southgate. That's
Southgate for you. But yeah, all right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back same time, same place next week. We out.
Look, peace.
Peace.